Cool. So we should be live everywhere. We should be live. Let me know if you guys can see this. If you're watching on Facebook, howdy howdy. If you're watching on Instagram, how's it going? If you're watching on YouTube, let me know if you guys can hear me okay and you can see me all right. So just give me like a thumbs up in the old description box. Yeah, this is cool. So this video is going to be about just a second. This video is going to be about how to manage stress. I've got 5 tips that I use that will instantly help you manage stress, because I feel like people on the autism spectrum and people who have neurodiversity and mental health conditions do suffer a lot with stress. So I thought it would be a good idea in this video to talk about that. So we're live right now on Facebook. We're also live on Instagram. How's it going, Instagram? Good to have you here. And we're also live on YouTube. How's everyone's day going? Good stuff. We're going to take some comments as well. So what we're going to do is we will do this live broadcast, but we'll also be taking some comments from the comment sections. So hey everybody, how's it going on here on Instagram? Everybody over here on Facebook as well, how's it going? I've got my Grinch t-shirt on today because you know it's Christmassy. My hair's crazy, but I've got a Don't Be a Grinch t-shirt with a picture of the Grinch on it, which I found was kind of fitting since it's Christmas time, that kind of stuff. Hey, how's it going, flight attendant Jables? Hi Jesse, how are you? Nice you're watching here on Facebook. Do you know, I love Facebook. So anybody who doesn't have me on Facebook, go to Facebook, type in the Aspie world and hit follow. I love it. I love Facebook. Facebook's awesome. Daily videos on Facebook also. You're the most encouraging dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So also, same goes for Instagram. If anyone wants to get me on Instagram, go follow me on there. I'll follow you straight back. I follow everybody on Instagram. So that's awesome. Hey Dan, hi there. How's it going? Good to have you here. Okay, cool. So, hope you guys have been enjoying my Vlogmas videos. I've been doing daily videos for the past 4 days because I've been doing Vlogmas. And if anybody who's watching not on YouTube, go to my YouTube channel. You can check out Vlogmas. I just released day 3, I think, which has gone up, which is awesome. This is just a supplement video because I like doing live videos. So we're going to be talking about stress management. So I've got 5 tips or 5 ways in which I use to help de-stress when things are getting a bit crazy. So the first one I'll talk about here, since we're just waiting for everybody to come in here, we're going to talk about taking a mind vacation. We'll get into that a bit more in a few minutes. Just waiting for people to come in here now, because you know live streams take a little bit of time to warm up. Hi Taryn Reid, how's it going? Taryn Reid, cool name. Hi Dan, how's it going? I'm good. Oh, I love your shirt. Thank you, you're a hero. Pretty good. Got finals in college tomorrow. Christmas tree and thumbs up. That's awesome. Your vlogs are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm drinking this green juice right now, but it doesn't. It's because it's like a mass-produced one from the store. It doesn't taste as good, so I'm gonna switch up and go back to my trusty old water. You gotta stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if the audio is okay for everybody. I'm using this microphone right now. It makes me sound like a radio DJ, but I really want to make sure that the audio is pretty decent. I'm good. How are you? I love the shirt. You're going Christmas mood. I am. If you guys, I'm actually doing daily Christmas videos over my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already seen, if you're on Facebook and you haven't seen my YouTube channel, go over to youtube.com/the Aspie World and check out my daily videos on there, because there's daily videos there. I do daily videos here on Facebook, but they're actually 1 week behind there on YouTube. So so that's that. Okay, where are we now? Hey everybody, nice to see you. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Love the shirt. Alex Watts joined here on Instagram as well. So I'd highly recommend going and checking out all the things. No way, Kane Jones-Williams is watching my live feed. That's awesome. Hi Kane, how's it going? Kane's actually one of my dearest friends. And no way, sing a Christmas song, please. Okay, jingle bells, jingle bell rock. Something about socks. I don't actually know that song. we played it once. Me and the band played it once. Okay, so everybody watching here on YouTube, we're going to get into it and what everything means right now. All right, I think it's yeah, that's a nasty green juice. Okay, so taking a mind vacation. Mind vacation is basically where you say to yourself that the dog's being a total weirdo. Give me just a second, everybody. I'm back. Talking about mind vacations. Look at that. Cool. Okay. Your videos help me understand autism. I'm saying hi for my daughter, Sophie, 11 years old with Asperger's. Hey, how's it going? Okay, cool. So, it's Jingle Bells Rock. Yeah, isn't there something about a sock in it? Are you gay? No, of course I'm not gay. Hi Dan, recently been diagnosed with ADD. No, I'm not gay because I have a baby and like a partner and stuff. So like, I'm not gay. Like a female partner, not like having a partner makes you not like having a kid and a partner makes you not gay. I'm just saying that like you guys know who Nomi is. So unless you don't know who Nomi is in that way, then no, I'm not gay. I do have a partner who's female. A mind vacation for me is getting away from Dan. Starting every sentence with the interesting thing about SEO is no. The interesting thing about SEO is that it's the best way to reach an audience. Right. So mind vacation is this. If you have loads of stuff going on, and I used to use this a lot when I used to work in an office. If you're going like crazy, your mind's going 1,000 miles an hour, and you're feeling really stressed from work, family, friggin' holidays, everything coming up, right? The best thing to do for a mind vacation is you sit down, you just close your eyes for a few seconds, and then you imagine yourself actually going on a vacation to somewhere else. So you think like, how would you get like the bus or a taxi to the airport, you get in on the airplane, and then you'd fly to that destination, and then when you're at that destination, then what do? You go to the beach. And so if you plan out that whole trip in your mind, it actually gives your mind that kind of a little bit of a vacation experience that it kind of craves. And because you've had that experience, your mind kind of resets itself and it kind of gets a little bit more like recharged, I guess. You're the best person ever. You've helped me so much. Oh, thank you so much. You are the most amazing person ever for supporting me. That really means a lot. Thank you. So to me, things like, if I'm getting stressed, I always think, oh, the mind vacation tip. And I actually got this tip from another guy who he was writing a book about something else. I think it was about magic, and he was talking about this kind of stuff. Bose QC2 is your ticket to mind vacation. It really is. I actually have these Bose headphones, and these are amazing. Anybody who deals with sensory issues, me and Alex, who I'm talking to on Instagram right now, we actually have these headphones. Now, these are the Bose noise cancelling headphones, and we were on a plane. We were 42,000 feet in the air. We put these bad boys on, flicked them on, and we couldn't hear a thing. And the cool thing about it is we could actually share our iPhones like music libraries between the headphones. It was so cool because there's an app that comes with them. If you want to get your hands on a pair of these, the link is in the description of this video. It's in the description of every video of mine. So if you're watching this on the replay, or like this is a clip I've taken to put on some other platform, definitely check it out. It'll be awesome. They're amazing. They're amazing. I can remember song lyrics, titles, and release dates. Is it something to do with Asperger's? I would say so, yes. Good evening, lad. Kind of vacating simulator. It is like a vacation simulator. That's the idea. So you want to kind of make like a vacation simulator to give your mind that idea that, oh, I'm having a vacation. I'm actually away from the stress that's coming, because stress is involuntary. And this is something that people teach now for mindfulness, because mindfulness is the clinical version of a secular thing called Buddhism. And they took the mindfulness idea to they took it out of Buddhism, and basically they say, look, we have involuntary negative thoughts, which is like stress, anxiety, depression, all those kind of things, and fear and things, but we also have the ability to have a voluntary positive thought, and that is how you overcome it. So when you have voluntary positive thought, it kind of squashes all the involuntary negative thoughts. So that's the idea of having a mind vacation. Okay, you're feeling stressed out your face and you don't know what you're going to do. You go, okay, take a step back, take your mind to like Ibiza, or like take it to like Mallorca or something like that, just like on a beach holiday somewhere, just chilling. That's the idea. My son Hudson hasn't been diagnosed yet, but we are sure he has Asperger's. You've helped so much for us to find out and help him. You're priceless. Well, that's awesome. I hope that you get the diagnosis and that you get access to the help and support that you actually deserve and need, because that'll be super awesome. That's the idea of doing all these things, is that so people can get access to the things that they need to help improve their conditions, thusly improving their life. Do you have any tips for staying organised and keeping on track? Actually, yes. I had a meeting with my occupational therapist today, and we talked about organisation and keeping on track with stuff. And the best way to do this is to have an app that you write all your to-do things down on, but then every day you take like 2 things out of that to do on your to-do list to then go forth and do those things. Also, using an app called Evernote, which I cleared in a video on time management a few videos ago, I think it was last week. Evernote, you can like, say you get an email, you can like screenshot the email, then you can then take that screenshot, put it into Evernote, and set up a reminder to tell you, oh, do this email at this date or whatever. I always wonder if you take any supplements. Yes, I do. I take a vitamin D. Every other day I'll take a vitamin C tablet, and then I take kelp, and I put wheatgrass in my green juice smoothies, and that definitely helps. My friend is Aspie. I misunderstood him. Yeah, that does happen. People do misunderstand people. And that's okay, because we're only human, after all. So that's kind of cool. You talk so fast, Dan. That's okay. I know. I got like ADHD, so my voice is goes. Shah Robinson, how's it going? Good to have you here. Is there any kind of music? I'm not sure what you're asking here. I'm not sure what I was. Yes, there are many. I'm not sure what the conversation's going here. Facebook, if you have any questions, put them into the conversation thing there. We will answer them in due course. Anybody on any tips on concentrating on projects? I keep writing to learn how to make games, but I keep staying away from them learning. Now on Facebook, YOLO. Alex is on all the platforms, just loving this. Okay, 1 second, guys. I've got to let the dog out because he's just crazy. Okay, so tips for staying organized is the same thing I said before. I use apps because apps are awesome. Gail Jones-Williams. Oh, hi, Gail. Good to have you here. Is that Nomi here as well? Got the whole everyone, the entire. It's like everybody I know is on here now. So yeah, so the apps for staying organized are going to be the best way that you can remember to do things. And like I literally had this conversation today because I was like thinking, how am I gonna? I'm really unproductive with my work, right? And my organization skills are to heck. And Nomi helps me do normally like making like lists and charts and stuff like that. But recently I found it really difficult because I have more and more jobs and more tasks and more things, and then it becomes like this like time constraint. So I think the new way of doing it is using apps and using reminder apps. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is like a pink color. I like shocking pink. That's pretty cool. I think that's a good color. Any tips for when you're stressed out and you have to choose dinner? Because, excuse me, I struggle and start crying and it takes hours to make a choice. I would say that plan ahead. Like, why don't you make like a list of 5 things that you want for your dinner that you would have every night or whatever, and then you can just pick from that list. When somebody says to you, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" You'd be like, "Oh, that one. Pick from the list." Trello is the #1 app for staying organized. Alex, that's pretty cool. I'm going to check it out. Trello. You heard it here first. Is stress could develop Asperger's? I'm not sure what you're saying. If you had to choose cabin in the woods or beach house, beach house every time. That's gotta be a thing, isn't it? Like beach house every time. Okay, this is my question to you guys. Everybody here now. What would you rather have? Cabin in the woods or the beach house? Great question. Did you ever chew on random things? Yeah, loads. Pens all the time, constantly. Do you have any tips for staying organized? Okay, so Trello, check that out. How so many people joining here on Instagram now? This is awesome. I love the people on Instagram. What a big fan we are. I prefer cabins all day. Oh, well, see, that's pretty interesting. See, I like the beach. Cabin. See, beach house. I like the beach because like beach. We've got woods coming in here, so I feel like the beach is kind of like super relaxing. Because hey, Aspie World, another great topic. Thank you. Because if you have like, if you're in a beach house, you get like the sun and then you get the ocean and all that kind of stuff, which I just love all that. Trello is great for organizing your week. I'm going to check this Trello out. I feel like I'm missing out on this app. Alex, why didn't you tell me this? Alex is supposed to be my assistant when we travel around the world, and he's never told me this. We've been to different continents, gave speeches everywhere, and he's never told me about Trello. Alex is sacked. Cabin in the woods. See, cabin in the woods. Morning. At least for me. Well, Mark, how's it going? Good to have you here. People watching on Facebook. Any questions? Dan, start answering question. What? Dan, start answering question. I don't even. What? Also, Dan, starts a new thread. That is true. I do start a new thread. Sorry about that, guys. My phone was coming in there. Just let me take myself off cellular so that I can't get any more phone calls through. And I might put myself on do not disturb. I don't know how to do that. There we go. Right, okay. So we here. So Instagram, we all good. Facebook, we're still here. My father's son loves to lick me or put his teeth in my ear. That's cool. That's very, very interesting. And you're not the first person that said that. Somebody else said that the kid likes to lick them. So yeah, that's very common as far as I'm aware. Just typing out a message for the person who's trying to phone me. Right, so getting back on topic, trying to choose these questions from all of you guys here. Exercise helps reduce stress. It does. It absolutely does. But when you say to people like, okay, exercise helps reduce stress, they kind of get a bit freaked out, and then they think, oh, they've got to do crazy workout and be like Olympic weightlifters to kind of de-stress, which isn't true. You remind me of me. I've just recently been diagnosed with Asperger's, and it's crazy how many people are connected over the past. Yeah, that's true. That happened to me actually. How many people I know? Bloody hell, Dan. How many platforms are you on? I'm on 3 platforms right now. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook, because you guys are the most important people on the internet. I just watched a new Vlogmas video. Hey, how did you like the B-roll segment? I've been like up in my B-roll game, and if you don't know what B-roll is, it's the video with music that like syncs up cool shots between talking head shots like this. And I love B-roll. So Alex, you know I love B-roll wherever he is. Where the heck is Alex? Alex, where are you? Where you at, son? A beach house is the best theory. I would be anxious all the time because possible tsunamis. Oh, yeah, that is true, actually. Hi, Dan. Do you think sign language can help someone with autism and neurodiverse conditions with communication? Yes, it would, actually, because they use different types, like they use Makaton and PECs within the schooling education system for SEN. So I would say that any form of up-in communication games would definitely be benefit of anybody who has issues with communication, like, you know, autism, Asperger's, that kind of stuff. Starts half answering a question, switches up to a new topic. This is very relatable, Dan. You know me, guys, ADHD all the way. Okay, so number 2. This is tip number 2. Right. A problem shared is a problem halved, right? I can't stress this enough. Pardon the pun. If you're super stressed about something, if you talk to somebody else about it, then they can help you come up with solutions, or they can help you come up with remedies to certain issues, or they can suggest certain things. And just having that other person know that, you know what you're going through, or know that you've got an issue with this thing, is amazing, because it is having that problem. You know, problem shared is a problem halved, and it kind of dilutes the problem. So that is another thing. So if you've got like friends, family, or whatever that you can confide in, and you can tell them your problems or tell them your issues if you're being stressed about stuff, that's one way to instantly get rid of stress. This is a very large water bottle, and I love it. Back on Instagram, the camera isn't good on Facebook. Well, the camera on Facebook is from my iPhone. It's from my iPad, which is an old iPad. It's the iPad Air 2 or something. And my iPhone is the iPhone XS Max or something stupid like that. I'd say they're hand in hand. And you here, do you think that is a way to differentiate between severe social anxiety disorder and Asperger's? Do you think they often go hand in hand? They do go often hand in hand, yes they do, but there is a distinct difference between Asperger's syndrome and severe anxiety disorder, because anxiety isn't only the characteristic of autism or Asperger's syndrome, right? So Asperger's syndrome comes with a whole host of characteristics, which I do numerous videos on, talking about different characteristics and traits of autism, specifically Asperger's syndrome. So there is a strong difference. I'm actually going to do a video on the difference between Asperger's syndrome and social anxiety, because I feel like this is a big topic that keeps coming up again and again and again. Stuttering because of stress. No. School is poison. I wouldn't say it's poison. I would say that maybe some schools aren't as good as other schools. I have ADHD. Itheanine amino acid helps my stress just sharing. Oh, interesting. I've never used like amino acid supplements like that. Like I said, I use all like natural supplements for things just for, I don't know, just being like nutritious and healthy, etc. So I don't like school. I don't really enjoy school either. Is tinnitus hard to deal with for people with autism? Everything was fine until tinnitus developed, not fine now. I suppose so. So autism comes with most of the time comes with sensory problems, and one of the sensory problems would be something like oversensitive or hypersensitivity to hearing. And because you have that hypersensitivity to hearing, then if you have tinnitus, then it would cause you to have too much of that hypersensitivity, and it would be very distressing. So I'd say so too. Aubrey Wan, how's it going? Good to have you here. Yeah, meditations are great, and yoga. Yeah, that is awesome. I get agonizing. See, I can't even read. My dyslexia is real, dude. I get agonizing muscle spasms that look like an epileptic fit. Apart from lowering my stress, do you have any advice? Muscle spasms are normally caused by a potassium deficiency or a issue with potassium being absorbed through certain foods. So I would say that if you up your potassium and see how you go with that, you can probably buy a potassium supplement or just up the intake of bananas. Natalie, how's it going? Good to have you here. Watching on Facebook. I use nothing similar. I use do nothing similar to get rid of stress. That's cool. Actually, I'm going to check that out. Tinnitus is ringing in ears. It is indeed. School and stress. How do you cope with unable to stim or distress. You should always be able to stim. I don't see why that'd be an issue. I also have tinnitus. What's that? Oh, a lot of people asking about tinnitus. I stutter and I have Asperger's syndrome. Do you have any advice to improve communication in a way? Practice makes progress. It doesn't make perfect, but it makes progress, especially with Asperger's syndrome. That's what I've found. I had a stutter when I was a kid for ages. My brother used to bully me about it because, big brothers and sisters are always a pain in the ass. I would say that practice, speeches, big vocabulary, those things really help me. Bye, Dan. Got to go have lunch. Okay, have fun, Jessica, eating your lunch. You can manage stress as an Aspie and as a person with ADHD. Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. Everything is manageable. What's the size? What size? What the size? What are you guys talking about? Okay, see you later. Magnesium also helps my stress. That's interesting. Because magnesium is quite a difficult thing to absorb in the body. It's an element we don't really. It's a trace metal. And it's hard to find it in a lot of things. That's why people take magnesium supplements. But it is in certain foods as well. So check out. Actually, that's a good one. Magnesium does actually help a bit. We're going to be moving on to number 3 in a minute, which is another tip to helping de-stress your life. We're just going to take some more questions and answer some more stuff. Yeah, not everybody's at UK time real TARDIS. So some people are in the USA. That's why they're taking lunch now. Daughter teacher won't allow her to stim. That's really weird. So the school has a duty of care to allow people to express themselves in certain ways, and if it's religious, if it's medical, whatever. So they need to be tolerant of that. Trevor and Carol, thanks for the advice, Dan. I have to go to class now. Okay, have to fun in class. I'm not allowed to stim in school in case I scare the other children. Stupid teachers. Dude, this is terrible. Olivia, hi, how's it going? Good to have you here on Facebook listening to this small live stream here about how to manage stress instantly with 5 awesome simple tips. And we are doing that right now. It's 6:26 where I am. See, there's different time zones all over the world. But this is a global community. That's what I love about YouTube. It's what I love about social media in general. We're building a global community. We're building awareness. So guys, this is what I'm going to say to you guys now. If you want me to follow you on Instagram and Twitter, go to Instagram and type in The Aspie World. Go to Twitter and type in The Aspie World. Give me a follow and I'll follow you right back. I'll do it right now. I love following you guys back because I love building community and seeing what you guys are up to. So please go and do that now. And if you're new and you want to get me on Facebook, because I do daily Facebook videos as well, go to facebook.com/The Aspie World. Give me a cheeky follow. That's super awesome because the bigger we get on there, the more videos we'll be having on Facebook. And I like to do daily videos on Facebook because they're a bit different to the ones that we put here on YouTube. And I just love putting content out. It's awesome. It's what I do. And so if you're watching on YouTube and you want to do something amazing, go to this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave an actual comment, and share this video. It'll be amazing. Hey, thank you for the information. I'm in Brazil. I can't find any materials about Asperger's diagnosis. Only a few weeks ago. I'm 29 years old. You need to go and see if there are any support groups locally for Asperger's. That's the first point of protocol. Somebody said, okay, ignored. Maiko Dagantan. Let's have a look. Maiko Dagantan. You can manage stress as an Aspie and as a person with ADHD. I said yes to that question. Hi, I used CBD oil to lower stress levels. CBD oil is very good. I use it as well. I use it to calm myself down from having anxiety. Actually, it's very good. Does it cause stress to someone with autism when you ask them not to stim? Yes, indeed, because stimming is like an outburst of emotion, something that kind of like is I don't know. It's like rumbling through their body. They need to get that out. So to stop doing that, it's kind of like telling someone to hold their breath, if you like. Dan, please read my message. I just bought your merch and I'm allowed to wear it to school. I feel so safe in it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. My merch. I'm dropping a new line of merch on Friday. Everybody get ready. I'm wearing the hat for it right now. Who wants a sneak peek? If you guys want a sneak peek of the hat that's getting launched this Friday, because it's the hat I always wear. You always see me in this hat, but I've never turned it around. So if you want to see the hat, which is coming out, let me know, and I'll give you guys a sneak peek. Just let me know in the comments. Say, yes, Dan, we want to see it. Please answer my question. What do I do if I have hard time in regulating my emotions? I've had time regulating my emotions. I would say that therapy helps with that. Show the hat, okay, cool. Therapy definitely helps. I would look for psychological intervention, and I'd also look for counselling because they would help with emotional distress and things like that, and not being able to do that. Yes, Dan. Okay, Natalie, that's cool. Okay, yes, you want to see it. How do you see video of it? I'm afraid to fall on drugs. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you guys the hat because you guys wanted to see it. So this is the hat. It says "Keep being awesome" because this is the thing. I always do this. I always say like peace. I end my video with peace, and I like the peace sign because it's cool with me and it's funny. So this hat is a snapback. You can see it's like camo here, and it says keep being awesome. It's got this thing here. Now, I keep saying this. Like, I say to people all the time, it's like, keep being awesome. Like, I say it because I want you to realize how awesome you are, and I want you to know how valuable that is. And when you realize how awesome you are, and you keep being awesome, you kind of like beam like the sun. Nobody can pull you down. It's a good thing. So this hat is going to be available. There's going to be two versions. This hat, this specific one that I'm wearing right now, which is my one, it's my signature one. This is specially made. This kind of this pattern here. So this is quite. This is more of an expensive hat. It's not overly expensive. It's like the regular price you pay for a hat of this kind of, quality or whatever. But we will be having like a smaller, a cheaper version, which is this is just black here. So there'll be options for both people because I know a lot of people, may not have money to spend on a hat. Want to spend like X amount of money on a hat, but they want it a bit cheaper. So cool. Love the hat fair. Thank you. Thanks. Awesome. Thank you. So this hat's exclusive Aspie World merch, but this is the new line of merch. Just keep being awesome. It's coming out very, 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 very soon on Friday. In fact, there's hoodie, t-shirt, and this hat, and I love the hat. I love the hat. But you see me in this hat all the time. It's my kind of safety. Excuse me. It's my safety blanket. It's the thing I use all the time. I love it. I have autism and panic attacks together. Is this normal? Love the hat too. Thank you. Yes, people with autism have panic attacks. This is something that happens across the board. It's just unfortunately what happens because of the nature of the way our brains work. Don't forget to be awesome. Yeah, man. My school counsellor has a 9-month waiting list. Oh my goodness. Awesome word. Thank you. Awesome world. That's cool. No one tends to care unless you pay for your care. That may be true in America. Over here in the UK, we do have a lot of support that's free and available. I love the hat. You have any beanies? I can't wear those type of hats because after 2 brain surgeries. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry about the surgeries. I would say that I wear beanies a lot, but I'm trying to find the perfect beanie. I've been wearing different ones to try them out, like I do with all of the merch that I release. So I would say that this release, the one on Friday, won't have beanies in it, but there is a January release of merch which is going to have different coloured items, and so there's going to be a new hoodie and a new hat, and I will definitely have a beanie out for that one in January. So keep checking back. What does triggers stress actually? Not entirely sure. I think what you're asking is what triggers stress. A lot of things. Stress is kind of like a thing that happens to a person personally. It could be something, it could be something minor. It could be work related. It could be family related. It could be bereavement. It could be all kinds of things. Now, I would totally buy a beanie. Okay, cool. So I will be definitely launching a beanie in January with the January release of merch. Bye. It's got to go back to work. Okay, DB. Have fun. Have a nice time in work. Good to have everybody here on Instagram. Instagram's smashing it. You guys are awesome. Is Aspie only a term for someone with Asperger's? My son has mild autism, so I'm not sure the term Aspie. Well, Aspie is short for the word Asperger's. I think that's how I come to find it. I used it because it was like one of the terms I came across ages ago, and I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I wanted to be on YouTube, not because I wanted to do a career in it, but it turned into a career. So I'm not actually sure of the word's use outside of the term short for Asperger's. So please bear with me on that one. Yay, January is my birthday month. I'll be buying it for sure. Dude, that is awesome. The hat that the beanie that I want to release, you might have already seen me wearing in some of my autumn photos. So I was trying it out back then. So yeah, that's coming. Beanies are my life. Beanies are awesome. I do have I've got about 10 beanies, which is crazy. I do have a lot of hats because I love hiding away inside like hats and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I just love it. It's crazy. So yeah, okay, moving on. Let's get on to the next one. So tip number 3. I mean, last moment, how would I know stress is coming? Stress is something that takes place. It kind of like it builds up and builds up and builds up, and you feel it. It kind of comes on like a feeling, and when you know that feeling, you feel there's no way of like avoiding the stress unless you know what is going to cause you stress. So if you know, like, I've got a bunch of work in, if I don't get it done in this specific order, then it'll cause me stress in a week's time. So that's kind of like how to prevent stress. So the third thing here, the third tip, this is really, really good, is taking a walk and getting some fresh air. This sounds super normal. I was like, oh, take a walk, do some exercise. But no, this is serious. When you take a walk, you're exercising, you're getting oxygen into your body, oxygen's flowing around, and it's calming you down. This is key. This is key for making sure that you actually, take some time to reset during the day. So it could be that, okay, lunchtime at work or lunchtime, whatever, you go, right, I'm going to get up, get out of the house, get out of my desk, get out of work, whatever you're doing. And on my lunch break, I'm going to eat my sandwich whilst I walk around, or I'm going to take 5 minutes to eat the sandwich or eat my lunch or whatever. Then I'm going to go for a walk somewhere. If it's walking anywhere, even if it's walking around circles, breathing that in, walking around, this will help you so much in like how you deal with stress. Because when I was working in an office job, I used to get really, really stressed, and I never used to take my lunch. I used to go into like the recreational area. Outside's the best. I love it. You're absolutely right. So I used to go out to the recreational area, have my sandwich or whatever. I was eating a soup or whatever, and eat that. Sitting there watching people walking past in suits and talking about bollocks and having all their meetings. It was all rubbish and it's just like bureaucratic, just professional trash really, and that really didn't relax my brain. I was engaging with it and it was crazy, and so I decided that I was gonna eat my sandwich really, really quickly. So I was eating my sandwich whilst doing my work at my desk, and then I got up and I walked out. And I used to work in a place that had quite a really nice area. It was like a woodland area. And it had like a lake and stuff. So I was able to walk around that between the in the middle of the day between the lunch kind of period thing. It was cool. I could actually probably do one lap of like a walk, and then I got to sit down outside for a little bit and just listen to the trees. And that's crazy. Actually being outside the fresh air helps your body so much, because we are mammals of the planet. Houses aren't natural. Being outside with nature is more natural. So if we get back to those roots a little bit again, you kind of start to just relax a bit, and you kind of become more, I don't know, like just more real, I guess. Sup, Dan? I finally got to see you live. J. Draco Arias Chaves? I can't say that last name. I'm sorry, my dyslexia rules. Awesome. Thank you for coming on here. I'm also live on Instagram, and I'm also live on my Harold and Kuma joined. How's it going? On my YouTube channel. This is cool. Again, anybody who wants to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, please go and do that now, and I'll follow you right back. Facebook.com/The Aspie World, Instagram at The Aspie World, and Twitter at The Aspie World. Go do it. I love following new people. I love having new people to follow. So please go do that. Go follow me, and I'll follow you right back. It's awesome. And if you aren't getting me on Facebook right now, go there and do it, because I actually upload daily videos on Facebook, which is awesome. Daily videos are amazing. I love daily videos. I say your brain is like a battery. The more energy you put in, the more it'll overload and explode. Kind of, yeah. Exercise really helps my brain chemistry. The endorphins go a long way. That's absolutely right. Project Redfoot, me too. Endorphins and perspective. Indeed. We just keep leaving, so I'm going to stop now. What? Yeah, sometimes just leaving your mind wander for a minute is enough to chill. Absolutely. Do you think having zero sense of direction has anything to do with dyslexia? I would say maybe. I know I have dyslexia, and sometimes I don't know which parts are dyslexia and which parts are Asperger's syndrome. Those lines kind of get a bit blurred, and so I just want to be clear that like if I might do a video actually more on dyslexia versus Asperger's syndrome, because I want to research that and maybe make a video on it, because I get these questions a lot and it's hard to tell which bits are Asperger's and which bits are dyslexia. But there is an answer. I will find it and I'll do a video on that. I could never keep up with all the apps. I'm traditional pen and pad kind of girl. Yeah, I mean, like some people are into like that, like the older kind of ways of doing the analog bit, but I love apps. I love technology. I love like just social media is awesome. First step for me is identifying the stressor. Then depending on the stressor, I go from there. That's a good point. Yeah, you have to identify what causes you stress. That's a no-brainer. That's awesome. Have you done any vids or mentions on service dogs? Yes, I have. Even just pets. I have indeed. Natasha, if you go to my YouTube channel, go back about a month or so, I did a video with my dog, my Jack Russell. He's sitting over there, Andy, good boy, about service dogs and how to how they help. Do they help? What can you do to help service dogs and things like that. It's a really cool video, actually. I had loads of fun making it, so please go check that out. It is on the 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 main video playlist on my channel, so please go check that out. Shiny hat because it's shiny. That's cool. That's such a shiny hat. That's awesome. My hair's crazy. It's so long now. I've been growing my hair because I never had it really long, so I'm just kind of growing it to see how long I can get it, and it kind of beats going to get it cut, so why not? Dan, going to school, it's not possible almost 2 years now. I'm in a burnout and I'm only 11 years old and I'm missing school. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that. I would say that definitely therapy would help with this. Counselling would definitely help with that. Do you have trouble knowing your left from right sometimes? Absolutely, every single time. But I have to do this. I have to say I'm right-handed, so I write with my right hand. So I have to go. I write with my right hand to right, left. That's how I do it. I go process of elimination. I write with my right hand, so the opposite to right is left. And this is my left hand, right. Yeah. So that's how I do it. That's the only way I do it. It was difficult when doing my driver's license test because they want you to turn left or right. But the thing is, they couldn't disqualify you for being dyslexic. The only thing they could is that if you indicated left but then turned right, or if you indicated left and then turned right, then they'd have some issues. But if you indicated right and turned right, and they said, "Oh, turn left," they wouldn't disqualify that because you safely turned aside. They weren't doing it because you have to turn left or the world will explode. So that's the only time I've had that. I'm eating with both hands. That's awesome. It depends. Would you mainstream Aspie kids, Dan, or do you think special class for Aspies would be better? Look, we all strive for wanting children to be and people to be in mainstream education because that's the way that most people are. They want to go to mainstream because mainstream is like it's best for socializing, it's best for kind of life skills, and everybody has that experience. So with SEN schools, what they do is the SEN schools will prep the person as much as they can to get them out of that school. Their job is to get that person integrated into a mainstream school. So I would say that mainstream schools are good. Oh, my mum's watching it on Instagram. So I'd say mainstream schools are good because they they learn skills. Like everyone grows up in a mainstream school, they'll know that that's everybody goes out, you meet all your friends there and you go to clubs and all that kind of stuff, and it's that experience of going to a mainstream school. But the SEN schools will prep you for mainstream schools, and that's their goal. They're trying to do that. So I'm losing my words. So the next tip for de-stressing life or overcoming stress, hi mum, my mum watching on Instagram, how cool is that, is breathing. Now I did some counselling. The first battle of counselling I had was maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and my counsellor taught me about a breathing technique that was taken from Buddhism, where you kind of just breathe in through your nose and you count into like 5, and then you breathe out through your mouth, but you can't count out 6, so that it kind of resets your brain. So what happens again, it's forcing oxygen into your brain to get that around your system to help you get chilled out. And actually breathing, like doing breathing exercises to relax yourself, actually helps you relax so much. It's actually a weird phenomenon. I think that I don't know why it's so effective, but it's instantly. So if you're feeling super stressed, okay, I really need to just de-stress right now. If you do the breathing technique and you do it like 3 times, you'll feel way better instantly. It's crazy. It calms you down something chronic. That's why people do those things, they're like naughty kids or whatever. They say count to 10, deep breaths, and by doing that, I think it's just taking that time away from the situation that's really stressing you at the moment in time. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where are we now? I'm missing all the questions. When having a meltdown, I cry and then fall asleep for a couple hours. It drains me. Yeah, I mean, look, meltdowns and anxiety attacks and panic attacks, all those things are going to be seriously stressful for the body and the mind. It's just it's like running a marathon, isn't it? You run a marathon, you can be absolutely knackered afterwards. It's like your brain running a marathon if you're stressed or anxious or whatever. I'm writing a book on Asperger's soon. That is awesome, Liam. Keep us in the loop. When I'm having a meltdown, no, we've seen that one. My mainstream school is so bad. Look, not all mainstream schools are good, okay, not by a long shot, but they're the standard that we currently use in the Western Hemisphere for kind of schooling. So they do need improving though. When I get super stressed, I usually want to go to bed and sleep. Okay, that is a natural reaction. Nice to see someone speak out about Asperger's. Thank you, Kayla Louise. Natasha, my son and I at Aspie, we do virtual school at home. Oh, cool. I don't know if they have those in other countries. Works amazing for us. We socialize through hobbies. That is amazing. So this is okay. This is a hack. So if you're not in the school kind of mainstream zone of socializing, no, we talked about this. You can actually, you can find groups outside of there. Like it could be like, I don't know, like an art club or a music club or a trampoline or an athletics type of club. Excuse me. That you can take your kids to, and then they learn social skills there, or you can help develop those there. And so you can homeschool and have a successful social life for your children. Gotta stay hydrated. How do you figure out what you are feeling when it's time to leave? Start breathing. When you're feeling too much, when you're feeling like super stressed, overwhelmed, you can't do anything, and you're feeling like absolute rubbish, then it's time to start the breathing exercises. Hi Dan, I am autistic and my daughter is 2. I'm recently diagnosed at 45, but when she has a meltdown, I find it hard to get panicky and think logically. Yeah, well, of course, look, heightened stressful situations, you're not gonna be thinking straight. So everybody who has like an anxiety attack or a panic attack or whatever at that time, you're going to feel that stress. You're not going to be able to think straight. So again, this is where the breathing technique comes in. So you start breathing, you do the thing, you breathe in really slowly through your nose and you breathe out through your mouth. That will calm you down no end. That's just crazy good to calm you down. Hi, nice to meet you. Adam Shelton, how's it going? Good to have you here on Facebook. People watching on Facebook, absolute heroes. Let's give a big clap for the people watching on Facebook and Instagram. Absolute legends. The superheroes here on the YouTube live stream, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. You guys are just the best. So guys, if you don't already know, I have a podcast out. It's called We Are Autism, right? And I have 2 versions. I have a podcast and I have a secret podcast. So I have part 1 that goes out everywhere. So go check it out on iTunes or Google or anywhere that you listen to podcasts. If you listen to podcasts, it's called We Are Autism. Go check it out now and subscribe and give me like a 5-star rating if you are really interested in that. But I do about 2 podcasts every single week, and also I do a secret podcast. Now, if you want to have access to the secret podcast, you can pay on Patreon £3 a month, which is nothing, to actually have access to the secret podcast, and you can ask me questions directly that will answer through that podcast. It's amazing. I love it. Patreon.com/the Aspie World. So it's patreon.com/the Aspie World, and Patreon is spelled patreon.com/the Aspie World. And if you do that and you support me, you're supporting this channel, you're supporting the help and the support that we give out here on the Aspie World. And well, now the podcast isn't a secret. Well, no, a secret podcast, which means it's not available. Okay, so the podcast that you pay for on Patreon, £3 a month for, where you can ask me questions directly, and I'm going to be interviewing occupational therapists. I'm going to be interviewing psychological intervention psychologists and professionals working in healthcare. I'm going to be interviewing all these people on the secret podcast. And the reason it's secret is because it's not publicly available. You have to pay that £3 a month to get access to that, but it's going to be amazing. I've started it already. We're on episode 2 or 3, and it's going to have I've just signed up the occupational therapist to talk in there today, and there's somebody else who does counselling and therapy for autism I'm going to interview on there as well for tips, tricks and hacks about how to overcome autism and anxiety and things like that. So that's going to be really, really, really awesome. I'm really excited about that. So please check out patreon.com/the Aspie World if you want to support this channel. Can you post a link for the secret one? Yes, sure. So it's patreon.com. Oh goodness me. .com/ I'm typing on Facebook. The Aspie World. Cool. I'm just gonna www. There you go. So that should do it. So there's the link for the Patreon one. If that's not clickable, just type that into your thing on your phone. Type it into the browser on your phone. I think my friend might have autism and advice. I did a video on how to test for Asperger's syndrome on my channel. So just type in Asperger's test on YouTube and you'll find that video and it'll be awesome. Thanks for speaking out, Dan. We love you. Oh, I love you guys too. You guys are awesome. My dad just came in and asked if I knew you in real life. That's cool. Sneak peek. I'm only fooling around with you. I think my friend. Okay, does anyone know how long since going live? Last track of time. Yes, it's 44 minutes and 34 seconds, 39 seconds. Patreon.com/Aspie. See, look at that, Jay. You're an absolute hero. Putting the clickable link in there on Facebook. So again, the secret podcast, guys. I can't stress it enough. You guys have got to get to Patreon.com/The Aspie World. $3 a month actually, which is cheaper than £3 a month. Super cool. The people I'm going to be interviewing for that, it's just going to be dope. It's a marketing phrase, not to be taken literal, haha, but fooling around with an autistic person label for literal. Sorry. How to test for Asperger's is the first video of yours I watched. So helpful. See, that's awesome. Project Redfoot, thank you so much for that, man. That's awesome. I love doing videos. I love doing weekly videos. And like I said, I'm doing daily videos on Facebook. You guys got to get on my Facebook and get that Facebook game on fleek, because I'm doing daily videos on Facebook. And if my YouTube channel's Vlogmas goes well, I may be doing daily videos on YouTube in the start of next year. We'll see. But we're trying to get my YouTube channel to 100,000 subscribers. We're on 63,000, almost 60,000 subscribers, which is crazy. What's the other 2 ways of managing stress? I only heard 3 so far. Yes, I'm going to just get onto them right now. I just thought I'd drop in the start about the podcast. So, this is what we've covered. We've covered taking a mind vacation, right? So, I mean, taking your mind off. That was number 1. So, taking your mind out, thinking about a vacation, that'll help you de-stress. Number 2 was problems shared as problem halved, which is sharing your problem with somebody else and they'll help you fix it, or they'll help you come over with solutions and stuff like that. That is an amazing way to get rid of stress. Taking a walk outside and getting some fresh air was number 3, which is kind of like going outside, being with nature, taking a walk, taking that time to chill, and actually have some time during your day that you take in some oxygen and have like have a you time. And number 4 was breathing, doing a breathing technique. So you breathe in really heavily through your nose, like take a deep breath in through your nose, and then you hold that for a few seconds, and then you breathe out through your mouth. That is a way to de-stress instantly. That was number 4. So number 5 is take an actual break. This is such an easy one, right? Book some time off. Everybody has holiday in work. Everybody has like some time whether or not at work, could be a bank holiday. Take that time to relax and not do anything crazy stressful. Taking a break helps save your mind. That is true. So sometimes on a Friday, I'll just not work on a Friday. I won't do any videos, nothing like that. And I'll take a break and I'll just chill, because you have to have that time. I don't work over the weekends because I need that time to chill. You need that time to relax. You're busy. I am, thank you. Don't know how you keep up. I love making content. It's my job, is what I do. I love helping people. I love making sure that I have enough content I can give people to help improve their lives, improve their conditions. I love those things. So that's how I keep going. I notice when I'm angry, I go for a walk while listening to music. It's hard to let go of what has happened. Yeah, it is hard to let go, because we're humans and we get emotionally attached to things. So, are you into minimalism? Yes, I am. I'm very much a minimalist. I'm going to do a house tour of my house on my YouTube channel sometime this week in one of the Vlogmas episodes, and I just confirmed that this week. So if you go to my YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed and you've turned on notifications. It's so important that on any platform you're watching me on now, you followed, subscribed, and you've turned on the notification bell, because if you haven't turned that notification bell on, the app won't let you know that I've released a video. And I love talking to the people who first commented on the video, so it's a no-brainer. Turn that notification bell on and we'll have a conversation straight away. In terms of my house, yes, we're very much minimalist, and I'd love to show you. We also use the KonMari method of how we have things. So KonMari is where you I think it's called KonMari. I might be completely wrong here, but I think it's called KonMari, where you hold something, and if you don't feel an attachment to it, you throw it away, because it has no point in life. Because people just gain stuff, and I used to hoard rubbish, just have piles of stuff everywhere, and this doesn't help with stress levels either. But when you use the KonMari method and you kind of touch these things, you say, do I have an emotional attachment to this? Unless it's a tool. Okay, this is a tool, but okay, say something like this jacket, right? I hold this jacket and I go, do I have an emotional attachment to this? Not really. I have other jackets, so I only really need one jacket, so I'll get rid of that. What sensory aids help you de-stress, e.g. weighted blankets? Compression vest. So compression vest like Under Armour, that is very, very helpful. That helped me a lot this week, or last week, should I say. Stress balls. I have a stress ball. I just put it away, actually. I've got a stress ball which is like a squishy head, and I love that. That's a really good de-stressing tool. KonMari, Marie Kondo, yes. Does stuff bring you joy when you hold it? See, Kathy knows exactly what I'm about. This is all about minimalism. And I want a weighted blanket. I think a weighted blanket is definitely going to help. So yeah, the last tip was taking actual breaks. And I feel like that that's such a good one to do, and such an easy one to do. So hey, you just got diagnosed. That's awesome. I have an exam for school and some days stressed. I don't believe in myself no matter anyone tells me I have Asperger's. You need to believe in yourself. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to believe in yourself. Guys, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here and you've just seen this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. If you give this video a big thumbs up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, it helps me out so much. It'd be amazing to see all those thumbs up. So thank you so much for that. If you want to get that secret podcast and access to those interviews with healthcare professionals, make sure you go to Patreon and sign up, because that is awesome. You're helping to promote this channel, you're helping support this channel, but you also get access to really super cool content. So patreon.com/the Aspie World. Love all you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been amazing. Peace out, and I hope to see you guys next week for this at the same time for another live stream. Okay, peace out, guys. Okay, YouTube, you guys have been amazing. I love you. Peace.